Hi, this is Nyaradzo Nyari Mashayamombe, a human rights activist, businesswoman, and artist. I love to champion for girls and young women's rights through the organization I founded, TaLI International Trust, a girls and young women's rights, gender and advocacy group in Zimbabwe. I'm also a social entrepreneur who is the owner, executive producer, and host of Identities TV show, which shows on Zimbabwe's national television station, ZBC TV. You can follow us on YouTube. My organization also empowers girls to have a voice, to own their bodies, and build movements to demand for their rights.
I'm undergoing a leadership, economic, and mentorship training program under TaLI, under TaLI International. I have learned a lot through the journey, through the 20-day journey. I have learned how to be a leader. I have learned to know myself, to make decisions on my own.
With my organization and team, we partner with the government, local NGOs, and other international partners.
Because ultimately, to accept that our kids are not in school because the parents are failing to pay, yet we know our government has got money. Maybe it's an issue of prioritization. Is education prioritized?
To fight gender-based violence and to support girls who go through the unfortunate of it. I'm currently advocating for basic education for every child, together with more than 150 organizations or groups in my country. The government of Zimbabwe must make education accessible to all children, including those who can't afford levies and school fees according to our Constitution, Section 75. I believe to whom much is given, much is expected. My own struggle and being brought up by a heroine single parent, my mother, after the death of my father before I was born, her resilience to give all of us an education and life is something she passed on to me, which I want to pass on to every girl, every woman, and as well as youths in Africa. I use my advocacy talents, my singing talents, my entrepreneurial talents to build myself up and others in Zimbabwe and Africa. While there is a bad governance in Africa, waiting on others to fix Africa will not prosper us. The young people like myself and others need to rise up in social entrepreneurship, to invest in things we care about and ensure sustainable development. That's why I started my TV show, which offers edutainment, but also is a business model for me to sustain myself and also invest in women, girls, and youth's development. The suffering of women, exclusion of girls, young women, and youths needs to be addressed.
My name is Ruvimbo Topodzi. I'm a young woman aged 22 years and a mother of two. My first son is 6 years old. I'm one of the girls who went to the courts to challenge the government of Zimbabwe in child marriages that were happening around Zimbabwe. And I'm a lamp star at TaLI International.
Youth need to be empowered to engage in democracy and accountability, but should also be economically empowered so that they are not vulnerable to poor governance and violence. I dream of a world where every girl has a right to participate.
My sister, do not worry when you cannot do what I can do, for our finger says it all. We have different fingerprints. That means we all have talents.
Where all youths are treated equally and where our societies allow women and men to walk equally, hand in hand, just as God created them to enjoy His creation. Women and girls must participate in leadership and politics just like men do. I invite you to partner with me in making the world a safe place, especially if you are moved to come on board to support my work with TaLI, to support me, to support the work in Africa, or to promote women in media through my organization or through my company, Identities Media House. Come and invest in our country and observe equality and justice so our communities prosper. I invite you to come on board and support our work. Thank you.